brothers and sisters, but mostly brothers because I know my demographic. The day of fate has finally come. For we are about to get information for the first time in 8 months, okay? June to the end of 2018, nothing. All of January, nothing, but now finally, February 13th, 2019, at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 p.m. Central Time, not Central Time, Pacific Time, that's what they call it. It's weird, they call it Pacific and then Eastern Time, but it's not Pacific and Western or Pacific and Atlantic. Regardless, we are getting info on Three Houses, and I made notes this time because I'm prepared. Because there is some things to be said, as I am cautiously optimistic about this game. Heavy emphasis on the cautious, not as much emphasis on the optimistic, and here's why. Okay, so we had that whole Christina V tweet, and everyone thought it was Shantae coming to Smash for some dumbass reason. Yeah, I have no idea what people were going with that either. Some people also speculated that, oh, she'd be the Brave character alt for Smash DLC, which is probably going to get announced in this Direct, which that'll be cool, but I don't know if she'll be doing that. However, as we all know, Christina V is the voice of Edelgard, and so having her voice some things for Edelgard for the Direct doesn't seem unlikely, hence why she went into the booth and probably did some stuff that led to that tweet, and all of us figuring out what the fuck she meant. Smash fans were disappointed, but us Fire Emblem fans, we were like, there's no way. We remember our Edelgard. We remember. So, yeah. Let's talk about other things that could happen in this Direct, because we gotta talk about other stuff too. It's not like there's not an Animal Crossing on the horizon, or a Pokemon game that's coming out. Yoshi, the big Yosh. Okay? Here's what I think is gonna get talked about. I would not be shocked, honestly, if we did not see Animal Crossing in this Direct, because they announced it October? Was it September or October when that last... It was September, because it happened at the end of the Direct, that's right. So it would only be 5 months since we've heard of Animal Crossing, and considering they had nothing then, I wouldn't be shocked if we had a trailer at best. I wouldn't expect gameplay. I would not expect in-depth gameplay to be an answer here, or to be shown here. They might do that just to make up for the fact that, oh yeah, by the way, Bandai Namco was awful with Prime. So maybe they ramped up production and say like, listen, y'all got 3 weeks, put something together, Animal Crossing, we need the people to get hyped. I don't think we'll get anything, only because I feel like it'll be a holiday release, so they have time. I think it'll come out December, November-ish. I think that's around a good time, just because the holidays, Animal Crossing. Because each year so far with the Switch, Nintendo's had a big release for the holidays. It was Xenoblade 2, which was a bold move for 2017, but it paid off. It was Smash, essentially. I mean, yeah, Smash, December 7th. Wow, December 7th, huh? Smash was the one for last year, and Animal Crossing would be that big blowout title for this year. It's weird that Xenoblade was a holiday release, but hey, sold over 1 million copies, so it paid off. Pokemon is the other big thing, which I don't think we're gonna get anything here, just because Game Freak works on their own time. They always do random things right before E3 for whatever reason. It's really stupid. They really shouldn't do that, but they do. Yeah, I don't know what to expect from this new Pokemon game. I think we might get something here. It might be a teaser though. I wouldn't expect gameplay unless they're reusing the engine from Let's Go, which I don't know why they wouldn't. It just makes sense. But unless they were doing something like that, I can't really see a lot of Pokemon being shown. Anything beyond a 30-second to a minute trailer, teaser. Not even more than a teaser, we get a trailer. Those are my thoughts on Animal Crossing and Pokemon. Yoshi, we're gonna get a whole segment of gameplay. They're gonna ride big on Yoshi just because it's coming March. It's a month away. You're gonna get Yoshi soon. You're gonna get that big Yoshi. Okay? So, there's that. I'm hoping they talk about Wargroove a little bit, and like, hey, this cool Nindy game called Wargroove came out. Well, it's not a Nindy, but this indie game called Wargroove came out on Switch, and for those of you that want Fire Emblem, here, play Wargroove, because it's basically Advance Wars Cross Fire Emblem. I haven't played it myself because I'm a very busy person. Also, it's $20, and for me right now, I am very strapped on cash. If a certain person took a bet I made with them saying we're getting a direct announcement today, then would have the $20, but nope. Yeah, so let's just get into the meat and potatoes. 3 houses. What is it that why am I so worried about this game? It's because there's a lot of reasons. First, let's just go with the game by game. FE7. This game is borrowing heavily from FE7 with the whole, oh, there's 3 main lords and how they're gonna run with that thing, because we don't know what they're gonna do with them. I assume they're all allies. I think it showed Dimitri and Claude, I think his name is, the archer one, who I think they were sparring in a mock battle in the trailer. That's just my speculation, is what I think it is. We don't actually know what they were doing, but I can't see them being hostile towards each other. I don't see these 2 being, or these 3 being at war with one another, but it is heavily inspired because you have the Chad, the obvious bit, the Chad being Claude, the Virgin being Dimitri, and then Edelgard is token waifu girl, as was Lynn, so I don't know. Are they all going to be surface value, or just like, it's like, oh, we're taking FE7's ideas, but we're not going to actually go with the themes it had? I would prefer that, because FE7's story is overrated as fuck, and it's not as good as everyone says it is. I don't know why people say FE7 has one of the better stories. I just don't get it. But the other reason I'm cautious is because this is how Fates kind of happened. In January 2015, which was kind of sad, because it was like one of the last directs Iwata gave, but they opened with Fire Emblem Fates, with a teaser for Fire Emblem, and it's just, everyone was like, what the fuck is this? And everyone's like, damn, Awakening really put Fire Emblem on the map so much that they opened with Fire Emblem. That was their opener for 2015. That is a big move, especially considering, like, Smash 4 just came out, it was trash, and everyone's just like, oh shit, what do we do now? It's like, pull the Fire Emblem card, and they pulled the Fire Emblem card. It was the first thing at the direct and got everyone hyped, and then there was like not a whole lot after that that made people excited. But yeah, that's why I'm kind of scared, because we saw what happened with Fates 4 years ago. Are they gonna open with this, and then it's gonna get everyone hype, and then we're gonna be like, oh, this game's actually terrible or whatever? It'll be more divisive than ever. Who knows? That's why I'm worried. Also, release date. If they're willing to put they're saying, listen, we're gonna talk about Fire Emblem and these other Switch games. I don't think 3 Houses is getting delayed then. And I was the biggest advocate of saying this game is absolutely getting fucking delayed. But no, I don't think so. I think it's gonna be coming out. I think May is a more realistic goal, because February and May are kind of like the Fire Emblem months, because you had Awakening came out in February. I think it came out in May, it might have been June, but in the West, Awakening came out in February, Fire Emblem Heroes came out in February, and then for the May thing, well, Fates also came out in February in America, but then for the May side, Echoes came out in May, and then Fates came out in Europe in May. So February, May, like, those are like the 2 Fire Emblem months, or what I say. So I really could see a May release date being realistic, because that is spring, technically. Not technically, it is spring, it is still spring, but it's, people think more March or April when they think spring, but May is in that time slot. June is pushing it, because that is summer, but, like, technically it's not till June 21st, but I don't think they'd go for a June release date. That just seems weird. So it's gonna be weird, because they've been doing this with Echoes, where it's like, oh yeah, this game we've had in development, it's just gonna come out now in a few months, and we are ready for it. I mean, Echoes was a Echoes was a well put together game, so it could be fine. Maybe this turns out to be a solid game that'll help sell more units of the Switch. It'll get the FE community invested enough in a solid RPG that's not too anime, or it's not too archaic like Octopath. This could be it. I could see them pushing for that May release date, and I'm gonna hope it's not rushed. Last thing we need is another rushed game, which Fates was rushed, undeniably. That Revelations just showed where all the sloppiness came into play. Conquest was fine, Birthright was fine for what it wanted to be, but Revelations was just, sweet fuck, that was clearly a rushed thing. So, yeah, I don't know. Could this be the second Echoes that has the, like, but would unite the fan base because it has traditional Fire Emblem mechanics? Or is it, we don't even know what the mechanics are yet. We don't know if pair-up is in this game, which I have a sneaking suspicion that they might have gotten rid of it in favor of some sort of, like, cool... It might be pair-up, but, like, it might be in a different way than what we understand. Because here's the thing, is that everyone has their armies now, so how the hell do you have the armies pair up? Is that how we do it? And we can, like, merge more than one ally together? But then it's like, whose allies go down first? Because they're all just generic soldiers following them. I don't know. I could see, like, 5 to 10 minutes being taken for Fire Emblem, because Nintendo's like, listen, we got this Fire Emblem. It's one of our top 5 IPs. We gotta push it. We gotta make up for the whole Metroid Prime announcement falling through. I mean, they did get respected for it, but... yeah, they want to divert as much attention from that as possible, and Fire Emblem is their best bet for that. So, I'm cautious. I'm wary. We don't know anything about this game still. And if I can figure out the plot from what they give us alone here, I'm totally making a video on that, because I'm pretty sure I've got half of it figured out. Yes, I really do think I have half the plot figured out, but we just don't know enough about the main lords and Byleth. Seriously, we don't even know anything about Byleth. And they never announced his name. We just found... I don't know how people found that, but just... we need more info on this game. And that's why I'm not like, Fire Emblem, Fire Emblem, Fire Emblem. Like, I'm obviously going to buy the game. But just... be cautious. Be wary. So, that's all I'm going to say. I don't know. This video is over 10 minutes, so people think I dragged it out long enough. I just have a class I got to go to, so... and yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this. Let me know your thoughts. I want to hear what people think. Are people just hyped for this? Probably. I wouldn't be shocked if that were the case. But let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. And I'm going to get up out of here because I have a class to go to soon. I had to record this during my break. I even did a little meme thing in that time. Alright. Bye!